It should be no trouble for the student to see and understand that the outer appearance is but man's distorted creation. By claiming the outer as a source of power, when a moment's contemplation will cause him to realize that there is but one love, intelligence, and power which can act, and that is God. The human, or outer defects or discrepancies, have nothing to do with the omnipresent perfection of God, for anything imperfect is the creation of the outer concept of mankind. If man will turn to the mighty I am within, knowing that God is all perfection, and that all outer appearance is but man's creation through the misuse of the God power, he will see at once that if he sincerely contemplates and accepts the perfection of God, he will cause to come into manifestation in his life and experience this same mighty perfection. There is no possible means of bringing this perfection into your mind, body and outer experience except by knowing and accepting the mighty, active presence of God in you. Such full recognition will cause this inner power to propel this perfection of God into your outer visible experience. Say to students, I am putting forth, as a messenger of this truth, statements of truth which will positively produce results if unwaveringly held to and used. Students think things do not work because they do a thing today and forget it all next week. The desire for light and truth is the presence of God in the desire, propelling itself forth into action. For illumination, use the statement, I am the full comprehension and illumination of this thing I want to know and understand. The day your eyes are open to see some of these marvelous ascended beings, the joy will last through eternity. If one does not take the attitude that, I have the ability to do this, he never in the world can accomplish the thing he wishes to do. The moment you express, I am the resurrection and the life in thought and feeling, it immediately turns all the energy of your being to the center in the brain, which is the source of your being. You cannot overestimate the power in this statement. There is no limit to what you can do with it. It was the statement that Jesus used most in his most difficult trials. Always know that when you decree a constructive thing, it is God and you propelling you to do it. It is the most foolish question imaginable to ask, have you proved this in your own experience? Each individual has to prove it for himself or it will mean nothing to him. Nothing ever really means anything to anyone until he uses it. The feeling carries with it a certain coexistent sight. One often feels a thing with such clearness that he really sees it from the inner standpoint. As you enter the ascended state, thought, feeling, seeing, and color are almost simultaneously manifest. Harmonious sound is quiet. This is why ravishing music is the most quieting in its effect, while bombastic music is just the opposite. Benediction, Thou mighty, majestic, conquering I am, we give praise and thanks for our comprehension of Thee as God acting in us, and with Thy mighty presence and radiance, cause us to feel the mighty import of Thy mighty truth and wondrous presence. When we contemplate Thee, let Thy mighty radiance fill us with that comprehending consciousness to know and apply Thy assertions of truth more and more perfectly. We give praise and thanks for Thy mighty perfection and truth for all those who look unwaveringly to Thee.